So if you want to be a successful person and you don't enjoy where you are and you want to move on in your life, then there's a concept that we all need to understand here which will help us to improve. It's that the reason as to why we want to be successful, the reason as to why we want to step up our game in life is because wherever we are currently not satisfied with what is available. The opportunities, the resources, the money, everything that is around us is currently not up to the standards that we want. So what happens? We have the desire to change, we have the desire to improve, which sparks the desire to go down the road of success. But the problem is, to get from the platform where you are to the platform of where you want to be, you have to pay a big price for it. And most of the time, people aren't willing to pay this price. And so what happens is that they go into the path, but then they quit. And you don't end up halfway, there's no middle ground. You end up back to where you were, in the same place if you quit. And eventually, what you have is not satisfactory to you, so you're going to be forced once again to try to cross the barrier, to try to go through the path and to try to get to the area, the second platform that you want to be at. But the problem is that this process will keep continuing if you don't give the correct willpower, the correct determination, the effort and the consistency. If you do not provide this, then you'll never get there. But the only time that you would get there without having to provide all of this is when you've used up all the resources in your area, and when the pain of staying in this area, the pain of remaining the same, has become larger, has become greater than the pain of moving on, the pain of stepping up. So it becomes more painful to stay where you are than it is to move on. And the problem with this method is, yes, that it would work, but someone else might have already crossed that area, and when you get there, the opportunities might have been used up. There might be less resources. Someone has decided to take the first step, is probably already there, and they've already consumed what you could have had. So what happens is, you need to step up your game even more, and that would be even harder for you, which will make the chances less, just to be able to get to the same place. So one thing to make sure you do is always cross the barrier right now. When you find a goal, when you find something you desire, make sure you reach it nearly always the first time round, if you can get it the first time round, so you don't go through the regrets, you don't go through emotional trauma. You get there and you get to be the first one to reap the rewards.